Welcome to Real Estate Update. I'm Ellie McNair with Realtor James Wedgeworth. James, great to see you as always.
Great to be here.
Well, boy, a lot has changed here on Hilton Head Island and around the world, really, with COVID-19. I bet real estate for you and the work that you do has changed a lot. What have been some of the major changes that you've seen?
It's a total change. They always saying you can't plan for something if you didn't know it exists. We didn't know this would ever be a possibility. So the whole industry, not only James Wedgeworth at Charter One Realty, but the whole industry has changed. And I've really been pleased with the attitude that I've seen from our realtors in the community. I tell everybody our number one goal is switch. Our number one goal used to be to sell property. But our number one goal now, we take the theory that no sale is more important than the safety of Hilton Head Island. This is our home. I've got 11 grandkids, 8 of which live here, and I want to protect the environment and our safety. So each realtor that I've talked to has been extremely conscious of protecting the island and making sure that we don't have the problems that some of the other places do. They've been extremely careful.
Okay, so how do you do that, James? What are some of the things you're doing?
Well, for instance, let me give you an idea of how we show property now. First of all, nobody's been in my car in 2 months. So when we show property, people are in their car behind us. We have what we call the no-touch purchase. In other words, they wear gloves, they wear masks. We got gloves, we got masks. We open all the doors. They don't touch any doorknobs. We turn on all the lights. We sanitize coming and going the doorknobs. So they touch nothing when they go in a house. That's one of the ways that we've changed how we show property. But the main way, Allie, that we've changed is my last 3 sales have been virtual. But what I mean by that, the people did not look at the houses physically. We use Zoom a lot, FaceTime.
To me, that's amazing, though. As you say, times have changed, and this has got to be a big change as far as how you've been working or how you've sold houses, isn't it?
Yeah, if you would have told me 5 years ago that I'd be selling houses without people looking at them, I'd have said you're crazy. In fact, 5 or 6 years ago, I'd have people that would call me, and I would send them pictures of a house, and they'd say, we want to make an offer on this house. I go, oh, no, you don't make an offer, you come to look at it. You got to look at the house. I'm scared you may not like it. But that's all changed now with Matterhorn and all the things that we're doing. They get a real good feel for the house. And that's why I say the last 3 sales I made, the people have not even seen the house. We got one closing next week, and they won't see it until 2 days after they close when they move down.
So the actual closing and everything is done before they've even walked through the door?
Everything is done. And I found that they've been very comfortable with that because we're able, with Zoom, they're able to see every little detail of the house. And they feel comfortable. And what we found is there's people needing to buy and people needing to sell. So you got to provide that service. But our main goal is the safety and protecting Hilton Head Island. So that's why we've changed. Now, if you talk about change in our company, for instance, and most real estate companies are probably doing it like we're doing. Luckily, about 3 months ago, we went to the system where everything is on computer. It's a Skype system. So our sales assistants, our closing coordinator, our listing coordinators, and our marketing coordinators are all working from home. So they're not physically in the office. Some of them are, but most of them are not. So that's really changed. So a lot has changed and will continue to change.
And I know I had another time when you and I had chatted, so many of the documents now and the signings of documents and sending back and forth is all done via computer in a program,
It's
right?
DocuSign. I just sent off a contract this morning for $3 million property. The purchasers have not seen it.
to the seller and buyer and you.
Yeah. So, but they're comfortable. They haven't seen it, but they feel like they know the property and they feel like it's the type property they're looking for. So those changes are occurring.
I want to ask you this, though. Did you find that some people that had homes on the market decided to take them off? Do you know people that have said, well, I was thinking about listing, but I'm going to hold off? Have you seen that happening too?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that because what we've found out is some of the people that we talk to about selling their house are not comfortable with people coming in their house. They don't know where they've been. They don't know if they have it, if they don't have it. So therefore, we've had a lot of people that have said, hey, I'm not going to put my house on the market now. Now, we've had a lot of people that have taken the attitude, I really need to sell my house because I've already bought a house and I'm moving back where my kids are. So what we've done to protect their safety is we are making the people look at the house virtually, even though they're here. And then if they're ready to make an offer, they may let them come in.
Well, that makes sense.
As,
so that way
yeah.
they don't have a lot of foot traffic coming through, but really just the serious potential
We
buyer,
have
right?
found that the people that we're working with now, we have a saying in our business called Linda Lookers. People just like to go out and look. We're not working with any of those now. The people that are looking are serious. They understand they got to wear masks. They understand they got to wear gloves. They got to understand they can't touch anything. They understand all that, and the buyers, they get it. They understand what's going on, and they're concerned about their safety too. They're moving to Hilton Head. They don't want anybody to come here that's going to mess up this great community that we have. So,
well, you make an interesting point because
everything's changed. Just
yeah,
look at it.
It has.
Yeah.
But the point that you made, people want maybe or that are living in more congested areas or New York City or wherever it may be thinking, hey, I'm working out of my apartment or my home now here. Why can't I go look at the beach or live in a place like Hilton Head? Because I can do it all, from my office at my house. Do you think we're going to see more of that?
I told somebody the other day the future is here now. It's not 35 years away. I've noticed that, like, for instance, millennials, when they graduate from college, they move to town and get a job when they get there. My generation, you graduate from college, you got a job, and you move to town where the job is. So what we're seeing is that is now, where people are learning that they can work from home. Most companies have been really surprised at how well that they're doing with people working from home. I was showing property to the guy the other day. He said, and he owned the company, he basically said, hey, at my job I do conference calls all day long. Now I'm doing conference calls all day long from my home at Hilton Head. He said, wow, I didn't realize how easy this was to do. So I think in the future, what you're going to see is you're going to see people place more importance on what I call the quality of life. The beach, the golf courses, the nature that they don't have in the big cities.
Right.
So I think that's going to change how people do look at real estate.
Sure. Speaking of change, I want to ask you, we do see signs at this taping here that our Governor McMaster is going to be opening things up here in South Carolina to a pretty good degree. Will you still be following the protocols that you have been following to show and sell
definitely.
et cetera here?
Yeah, we're not, when we say open up, we're open for business. Real estate on Hilton Head, the companies are available for business. And I've got friends that are realtors in other states that aren't open. Talked to a realtor in Pennsylvania the other day. She said we can't show property unless it's a vacant house. She said we can't have a professional photographer even come
in to
take photos of the house. So all that has changed, but we are open on Hilton Head. Our main goal, every realtor I've talked to, and I know me personally, our main goal is the safety of our clients, the people that own the house and the people that are looking at the house. We're really cautious about that because we live here for a reason and we don't want that reason to change.
So you're still going to do if someone wants to look at a house, separate car, the gloves and mask, the no-touch showing?
I'm sure there'll be a point where that won't be necessary, but until we're 100% sure that's not necessary, we're going to continue to do it. Now, it was kind of strange when we first started, and then we said, hey, this works. This works. People buying houses virtually works. People riding in their cars. And what's happening in the old days, they get in your car, you go to house A, then you discuss house A on the way to house B, and you'll be telling them about the amenities and how great the amenities are. So now when you get to house B, you say, what'd you think of house A? Standing out in the yard. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I'm sure you saw the clubhouse. Let me explain how the clubhouse works. So we've had to adjust how we do it, but it's been, I've been very pleased. I've been very satisfied with the results we're getting.
And you know what, James, what I'm thinking is because you're riding separately, say you're showing a couple a house, and you get in your vehicle, they get in theirs, and she may say, you know what, I don't have any interest in that house at all. So instead of not being able to convey that when you're all together in the car going to house B or C, that's already kind of been conveyed, so it can be conveyed to you and you move forward.
Oh, we're having people now, they walk in a house and they say, this won't work. I go, fine. If it's not for you, let's find one that is for you. Whereas used to, they spend 30 minutes in there and then say it doesn't work.
Now you get a quicker answer, right?
Yeah.
And off you go. It's more efficient. Well, James Wedgeworth, we want to talk to you in our next segment about how is the market looking? What are the listings, the sales, et cetera? Appreciate your time today, and we will be right back.